I think a company, I've mentioned these companies before, but and you've got them in the book. But companies such as Under Armour, I'm using these big companies so that you know their names, because if I use smaller companies' names, then it wouldn't make any difference. But yeah, so Under Armour is an example of how a purpose can manifest into success, as is Patagonia and W.L. Gore, etc. So, but the companies that don't and haven't, I think, are if we take Facebook, what Facebook have moved into, or became very rapidly, was basically a data company that takes data from humans and retails it to advertisers. And that's the company. That's actually what the company is doing. It's not creating a network of people to share their memories of their life. That's the tactic that enables the strategy to deliver the objective of making more money for the shareholders through packaging up personal data to advertisers. So that's when a purpose actually starts in one direction and kind of mutates itself into being something fundamentally different. And not being trying to be anti one company or another, but you can tell which companies have lost their way. There's car brands that evidently aren't anymore supreme or elite, but in the past they were. There are companies in the sports world. There are phone companies that I could have sworn that Nokia. There was a time in place where Nokia actually was the name of mobile phones in some part of the world. It would be called, have you got a Nokia yet? Moving from a 70+% market share through to virtually nothing. So, yeah, people who could have done so much then do not, or lose that, is largely down to leadership. But we've discussed that in other videos.